The value of a new idea is almost invaluable. Like an idea, especially in today's world, can literally change your life. Everything starts as an idea in someone's head. Like Tesla was an idea, Apple was an idea, the Mona Lisa was an idea. Like the great things start as ideas. And so I think the value of a good idea is almost invaluable. Like we don't really know how important a good idea is. And so I want to talk about what I think are some ways to actually generate your own unique ideas. Because I also think that as you connect to your own ideas, you're almost connecting to yourself in a way. The more you can generate creative insights, the more you're connecting to your individual uniqueness and originality. And so I think it's kind of a twofold thing. You get external things from having good ideas, but you're also connected to yourself internally in a way. And so I want to talk about essentially a two-step process that I think about when I'm trying to make a creative insight. And it's really simple, honestly. The first step is just shutting out the outside world. You can't possibly come up with a new idea having other people's ideas thrown at you all day. Like, especially in the world that we live in, where you go on your phone and there's just a million voices telling you what to do, what to think, what to like. If you want to actually think of something originally and like connect to your uniqueness, you cannot listen to the millions of voices online. And so the first step really is shutting out the noise. A practical step here is like deleting social media, or stop watching the news or Netflix or whatever your specific form of digital input is. Like limiting that. The more that you do that, the more you'll be able to connect with your individual unique nature. Like you can't expect to actually you can't expect your brain to function properly if it's constantly distracted. I mean, this is a very just like standard thing for our time, just to constantly be consuming information. But right now we're talking about creating a new idea. We're talking about generating something new. The process of creation doesn't come from consumption. You have to go from 0 to 1. You have to take nothing and make something from it. That doesn't happen by taking the millions of voices around you and just distracting yourself with them. You have to sit internally listening to your voice, your unique, original thoughts, and come up with something from that. That's what a creative insight is. It's your unique ideas. You can't listen to your unique ideas if you're distracted by other people's ideas. So first step, shut out the noise, stop listening to other people's ideas. And then step 2, find a way to focus internally. For me, it's been meditation and journaling and those kinds of things. Like being able to listen to the voice that you have. Like you have unique, original ideas that you're not getting the chance to hear and listen to because you're constantly distracted. So first step, stop getting distracted. Second step, focus internally. Focus on the original and unique ideas that are coming from you. The more that you can do that, the more unique ideas that you will have. I really don't think there could be a bad thing that comes from listening to yourself, listening to your unique ideas, your thoughts. I think that's how you connect with yourself. That's how you become you. That's how you achieve whatever you're going for, right? Like it won't matter, whatever you're trying to get, whatever idea you're trying to generate, it won't mean as much if it came from someone else. Like if you generate it, then it means so much more. So it's kind of a twofold thing. You get better ideas when you listen to yourself, but they also mean more because they come from you. So you have so much more conviction and clarity in the vision for what it is that you're doing. To whereas if you're taking the inspiration or the idea from someone else, it doesn't necessarily mean as much. Like you have to add your own uniqueness to it. And I kind of classify this major paradigm shift on this channel as going from consumption to creation. Going from being a consumer to being a creator. That's the major paradigm shift that I think is important for your happiness and just like your success in general. Like you have to go from being a consumer to being a creator if you want new ideas, but also if you want to do anything important in general. Like you can't consume. Consume means destroy. You can't expect to continue doing that and build something great with your life. So at least that's my opinion. But I think what all this kind of goes back to is when you are able to shut out the noise and listen to yourself, you start to think of ideas that are autotelic, which means that you do them for the sake of doing them. Like, there's really no other external thing you're after. You're just doing the idea, you're making the creation for the sake of doing it. Like, you're not expecting status and fame and money and all this stuff. You're making something because your idea was from you and you just want to make it. You want to give it to the world. Those are the best ideas. Like, the idea when you're thinking about, okay, how do I make the most money with this business endeavor? Like, that's where you start to take other people's ideas and start to do things that are not unique and original. But when you actually start to like say like, okay, what's the unique thing that I want to give the world? Then the idea comes from that autotelic place where you're just doing it for the sake of doing it. Like, the thing becomes an end in and of itself. Anyways, the point I'm trying to make is, when you're able to shut out the world and listen to yourself, you start to think of things that you just kind of want to do for yourself. Like, you stop doing things for the outside world, if that makes sense. You start to do things and start to give your unique thing compared to, trying to fit a puzzle piece around what the world already has, if that makes sense. But yeah, if this kind of stuff interests you, I would call it like creative philosophy, the ideas behind creativity. It's what I want to make this channel about. I have some super interesting ideas that I just want to share and talk about. And so if this is something you're interested in, please consider subscribing. Leave any comments, thoughts. If you disagree with me on any of these points, please leave them below. I'd love to start a conversation. And if you want to continue further, I'm leaving a link in the description for my Skool community. It's going to be a place where I just want to talk about this idea of creativity, because I believe in it so much, like from the philosophical like purpose side to the practical like productivity side. I think both elements, creativity is what we're all after. Like, we're all after creating something great. And so I want to build a community, a world around that idea of people that are just building their great thing. And so if that's something that interests you, please consider checking that out in the description. But yeah, thank you for listening to my thoughts about creativity, about generating a new idea. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thank you.